by far the most important map for them in this series. I think the overload Ali mentioned has been tough for them. That's probably a wash. So 2 and 4, massive.
Walkout is ready. That means it is time for your scuff pickups. Let us know if you agree with them, chat. And of course, everyone here in Vegas, wake up, chug your beer, and get ready because it is time for LA Thieves to get my first vote. No, a little bit of cheer.
Yeah, they're a little quiet. I'm going to go with LA Thieves, too. I just think they're the stronger team.
They're waking up.
All right, Thieves fans, how are we feeling?
Build,
Are we awake?
slow build.
Or are the G2 fans going to be louder right now?
Yeah, they're a bit
Okay,
louder.
that was a little pop for G2. But I got to see. I think Thieves is going to make the run. I think it starts here.
Thieves are making the run.
Yeah, losers round 1. There's just no way Scrap goes out like that. The MVP, I got LA.
Back-to-back MVP finishing top 8 at Champs. We don't see it happening, but we didn't expect him to be here right now. Guy Blaze, let's get into our elimination battle.
I'm ready to get into this. Is about to go home. They're ready to go. And here comes the first squad. Show some love to G2 Minnesota. Skies, Envoy, Crip, and Nasty. G2 ready to hit the stage. Finger on the trigger, ready to unload the clip and get that first chip. Minnesota, they're ready to get it going.
I mean, when it comes to G2 Minnesota, you might as well put Dark Horse on the back of their jerseys. Throughout the entirety of this season, they've been causing mayhem in some of these situations, and they've started icing up in some of these series, and every one of these players you could call overlooked sometimes, underrated, and they have been causing chaos, and they are being given an opportunity to really mess up some people's brackets in this head-to-head. But we've got to bring out the other team, Guy.
It's time to bring them out, Ali, all right? Because G2, they're locked and loaded, and you cannot count. Looking for an epic bounce back, and they're ready to officially start their run here at Champs. Get loud for the Major 3 champions, the LA Thieves! Scrap, Abizi, Neum, and Hydra. The LA Thieves are ready to peak. They're ready to take down their opponents and show us all why they are champions.
This team has the current MVP of Black Ops 7 and the Rookie of the Year. They find themselves struggling right now in losers round 1. If there's any team that can make this run and win a ring this weekend, it is the LA Thieves.
They are the ones to be able to do it. We know that the fans are behind them. And I know you guys blowing it up in the chat, but G2 fans, get loud out there as well. They're your dark horse, and this is COD Champs.
Let's get it on. The initial fight so far going great for LA. They're taking the page out of the Falcons book. Screw bottom pit. We're going to send it all through the hard point. And you also have Hydra trying to work on this pinch drop through rocks. But that all gets picked off. And with a clean 4 dead, G2 know where the pressure's coming.
That's almost the exact same breakup that we saw from the Falcons yesterday. Just flood the hard point, force the Thieves to come into your web, and it works out beautifully. Now the spawn starts to move around a touch as we get into the halfway point of this first hill. 3 will drop Cramper to find the final 4, and now we're blocking, now we're locking. G2 off to a good start.
Yeah, what G2 was struggling with yesterday in their hard point game is simply the sling. Already coming out the gates at P1, guns on fire. And in the final 15 seconds, you're not allowing the Thieves players to get past this 50-yard line. Another 4 dead sequence. Perfect start for G2.
It's another one of those moments where it just feels like the guns aren't hot yet for Thieves. Can't come out slow. G2, tons of daylight between them and this P2 hardpoint. Nasty to pick things off with a nice win over through boxes. LA looking to still develop a route. And this is kind of the same thing we saw yesterday, where it's just everyone's looking for 1v1. Can they get together? Can they focus a break? Here's the attempt on the Envoy. He will fall. G2 will only get a couple of members to spawn in.
Yeah, that's just all out pressure there from LA through the front side. They knew that they had the advantage of the 4v2. The 2 players who were coming off the respawn have yet to come back to life. So you flood in towards the time, you execute those final couple of kills, you instantly flip these spawns on out. And this is looking like 30 seconds going all in favor of LA.
Yeah, another really solid break on P2. Same thing happened yesterday versus Falcons. This one a little bit more aggressive and a little bit quicker than what we had seen in day number 1. DM trying to hold down the next break attempt coming through for G2. Kremp able to give himself a chance to try to finesse around the side door, but tags from Easy get him weak, and Kremp will drop. Last 10 seconds, G2 have to play for rotation.
Just efficient trades there from G2 to keep on pushing Thieves back, but give them some free space off the rotation over towards P3. You have Skies who finds one, Envoy finds another. So they're going to be uncontested for at least the first 15 seconds.
It's another kind of rinse repeat of their setup that they had for P2. Tons of daylight in the middle of the map. It's a safety for Nasty, who's the only player currently in the hard point. Scrap may have found a bit of an opener though. Making his way over to the bottom side pit, able to find Envoy down low through elevator. Now the focus goes back up towards the staircase. Nasty would find the trade and keep his life. Skies over to bridge, starting to deal with a little bit of pressure, but Krep's there to follow up. Good hold for them.
Yeah, G2 just keep on getting these early advantages. Whenever these first initial gunfights are going down, it's preferred to go in favor of Minnesota every single time, at least for this first 3 hard points. So 30 seconds uncontested, you're taking the lead and you're still continue to grow it, and Thieves are gonna still try to pressure this from bridge.
Yeah, last hit has to come right down the middle. Nasty 4 in a row, getting a little bit closer towards a potential Hellstorm. Still waiting for a little bit of assistance from Cramp, and they're able to teamwork out the entire hit. 5 in a row for Nasty. Hellstorm close, and look at number 8, Envoy's on rotation already around Dojo.
Yeah, perfect start here for Nasty. He must have heard what the Deaths was saying. Ever since he switches to this lineup, Mamba was still outperforming him a little bit, but on 5 in a row could potentially pick up a Hellstorm, but DM gets the better of him.
And leaves next step to find Hydra. Low on the hill. Help is on the way though. Dojo restabs. Envoy gets the 4 in a row, still keeping his life. No trophy inside the hard point, so Thieves are going quickly behind all this utility. They're going to get trophies of their own to try to protect this hit from the front. Sky's able to find one, Kremp another. That will reduce this hit just to the last 2 Thieves members who are still giving it their final go. The last one left alive, shut down, and G2 put together another brilliant hold.
This is so efficient right now from G2. Kill starting to go down. It's not like someone is hitting a long route. No, it's exactly going to be team play the entire time. Another 3 dead here for the Thieves, though. Trying to get this final 20 seconds to go their way to cut this deficit a little bit more, but they might finally be in an opportunity to win a rotation.
Yeah, a little small gap there from Hydra. Gets the scrap time in favor of the Thieves, desperately needed. Sky is watching from the window position. He's able to find a BZ. That will, again, keep Thieves a little bit limited in terms of what they can do on their setup. And look at this play coming up through ult here. 2 members from G2 trying to surround and possibly flip the spawns around here. 4 kills able to come through. EM in trouble, and G2 are finding every single kill.
That is perfectly played there from G2. They know that they have the advantage. 2-2 split. We already win the initial gunfight at the old time, and we had to jump on the last guy. We don't even touch the hill. We allow it to be white, and as soon as Hydra jumps in it, we pounce with our numbers. G2 are playing next level hard point right now, and Thieves are on the back foot.
Yeah, Hydra able to try to set up an entry. Finds himself one, but there's no follow-up. That is not characteristic for Thieves. Hydra's getting into the mix, but no one else is there with him. DM's able to find a couple of consolary kills over the top to at least give Thieves a chance off the respawn for a re-break, but there's only 20 seconds left here, and a lot of this time still going neutral.
Yeah, this is every time where Thieves are finding a break. It's only for 20 seconds, and at least for now, G2 aren't even allowing them to get this whole time, and it's surrounded. SMG's flying. Envoy looking for kill number 2, locates the MVP. And look at what now it does to the spawns. It's going to be Envoy, the only one pushed out. So this is where Thieves can stop the bleeding. We need good time at P1.
Yeah, but the read red here in this playthrough Dojo is possibly going to receive this. Sky's able to give you the opening 2. Hydra in some trouble. Able to find one, has to return back over to the hard point, and as he does, finds Nasty for a clean trade. Thieves can stay inside the bar.
It's cool to get all these kills, but we need to start getting some hill time. Paco Taco starting to pop takeover, 4 in a row. You have P1 locked down, still 30 seconds to play with, but again, these spawns for G2 are going to give them a natural pinch.
Skies gives himself the opener. 4v3 situation. Diem is out of the play, in some trouble here at Rocks. Trying to kill some time for BZ to join the play, but he's not able to do too much with that time. So now an opportunity for G2 to lock down spawns again. 15 seconds of time to still soak, and this is great for the score for G2.
Yeah, and Hydra has to make a big time play here if you want to potentially start this comeback, because you desperately need this P2 to go your way. He found the opening. He sneaks his way behind enemy lines, gets the better of Nasty, and now your teammates are here to potentially get this last trade. Kremp last man standing, a perfect roto here from Thieves. Down by 60, you can tie it up.
Scrap in some trouble though, will drop over to Envoy. So G2 trying to set up, still up by about 50 as we head to a Minnesota listen-in.
I need the back.
I'll finish check. Give me the right corner. Close right me.
Watch out. There's 2 in the back, 2 in the back. I'll go first. Go. Nice job. Hey, freaking mini. You can try one. One shot. I'm pushing this guy dead. Nice job. I'm not blocking back. I'm not anymore. They're gonna be showing it. I'm leaving. He's main. Kind of easy. Left side. On you. Weak easy. One shot, take one ship. One wood. Alright, shit. No, one shot, there's 2. Slow down. We need a run here. One break to win. I'm gonna go mid with you, okay? Really good. Okay, it's easy. They're gonna be take a run. Let me go left. Take corner.
Yo, it's main. Exit right now. I'm already ship.
Exit right now.
Nice. I'll go. I'm already back. One shot. Absolute back foot. Laying down.
Back, dead. One shot. Nice. One down.
And one cat. There's two on top.
Nice shot.
The cat.
He's going window, right window.
He's stunned both cat. I'm nading the window.
Watch guys hit. I saw my exit.
Nading low. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's exit. It's a cat. We win. Exit door. Exit door. One cat on me.
I'm waiting.
Cat not peeking.
Exit door still there.
I'm being gates. Still.
No,
Back.
Yeah,
Alright, there's three.
Yeah, they love it. He went running through. And
I'm literally hiding. He's gonna repeat their front. Take it right now. Nice shit.
Hey, I'm coming.
That's I'm almost here. I'll be blue. And blue, watch it then. Left side, they're both there.
Brilliant P3 from Thieves, now working to try to string it together to reclaim the lead as we jump over to LA to see how the comps are feeling.
Let's do base.
I'm getting mid.
Two, one's already on the tree, and one's on the tree. One's on the tree, one's on the I'm playing now. On the contest. I'm one down. They're banging two over, one's mid dead.
Heard you. I get R2.
I'll see him low con.
Yo, Arch right now, nasty. Nice. Watch out.
But one's all dead.
Nice, guys.
Let's go. We're actually gonna go let's go. We're gonna bring this shit back.
Let's go.
I have time.
I have a truck. Okay,
good, my con.
I have a con.
You could be left. I'm just saying live on time. I'm watching
Yo,
propane now.
Deal.
I'm watching propane now.
Deal.
See, let's propane now. Two. I'll chip P2. Push out P2. Keep them P2. I'm from window to stay alive. I'm from window. Yo, get it. No, one top P5.
You tell me that.
I'm so many. Stay alive, Jay. Stay alive. Too many. What's your mini? We're gonna come back. Mini. I'm in the side. Yo, on top. Pinch chest.
And mini.
Okay. I need one.
Rotate.
Yo, I'm playing all right. You guys spawn out.
Let's go kitchen here.
Here we go, 20-point game back over to Bar. Thieves able to bring this thing back, but can they take the lead here late?
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. The MVP sitting at almost double man. You need him to have a moment. Gets gunned down by Skies. The advantage still in favor of G2. You're not giving Thieves any openings until these SMGs start to fly.
Yeah, really good route timing from Neem to open up the bar, get you into the hard point, try to create some space to read how this G2 play is about to develop. Spawns for Thieves. Going to be back over towards Rock. Chance here for G2 to surround the play, but Neem's able to give you the opener. Hydra, he has been the catalyst to try to keep the Thieves in this game, and he's not able to get the second piece. He has his trade.
Spawns.
209, 238, 20 seconds. So yes, you have spawns if you're G2, but you need to hold them.
Yeah, G2 know that they don't lose at P1, so there's no need to take any more risks. Allow these gunfights to come to you. Camp your corners, play for the first one-on-one. Beezy's gonna be playing impatient, doesn't check the corner, trying to finesse a little bit, doesn't get the better of Kremp. Rotation in favor of G2, LA gotta go.
And we're getting stuffed on this backsided play. Skies is backing himself into the corner, able to find himself one, not the second, scratch for the turn into two, but he gets shut down. 243, 224. Last hit has to develop over through many. Kremp for one, he gets the knife, but he doesn't able to swipe it through. It's just down to Envoy. Contest is in, LA are in to try to find a way to keep this map going. G2 still have a couple of players close, but we're not done.
They got the back spawns. Kremp with an opening frag is going to start off these engagement, but it's Hydra trying to hold it down from the front. Kremp gets a double.
3v2 for the game. Here we go. Neem inside the hard point finds the first. G2 getting absolutely missed the part. The rookie of the year and the MVP are holding. Nasty still alive.
The spawns are
You're still able to win here for LA. They get the staggered spawn. Last 5 seconds. Last opportunity for G2. And it's easy to shut down the first. Kremp. No, not able to get there. And LA pull off a miracle.
Camp back in the day, putting in that extra work. Taking the advantage of the big plays.
Here we go. Hydra first one forward. Envoy going to get a bit of a read. Make some damage for the effort, but then back away. LA appreciating the space that they've been able to gain. It's going to immediately go for the plan. Smoke out, looking to find the first blood. It's easy. He might find more than that. He's able to catch the second player with the nade out, but cannot get back over to the safety of his teammates. Scrap to follow up with one more. Scrap stuck in the corner, able to find the first, but he cannot find the final. Envoy with the clutch and G2 with the opener.
G2 with a perfect read there. You know, there's no trophy systems in play, so.
Position there as Kremp is going to be the one to lean forward and try to get some information learned about what's happening at mid-map. He might catch one at Ice Cream here. This is free. Neum will drop. Kremp wants more, but doesn't have the ability to stay alive as Hydra gets the quick response.
Yeah, there's just no way Kremp should be able to run the mid-map like that for free, but a quick response from Hydra, followed up by one from Scrap. So man advantage for LA. No need to force anything. Force G2 to get this bomb planted.
Stretch the map. Late nade coming through. Actually tacks on to Nasty. He'll shrug that off, get back to full health. And after seeing Abizi come across the middle of Mail Truck, he looks like this wants to be a forced play over from the shower. Kind of isolate. A couple of wall-bang attempts coming through. None really going to affect Thieves as Sky steps in. Finds Abizi. And now it's just down to Nasty. He's able to get a lot of damage in, but no real chance at the 1v3.
Yeah, I'm wondering with all those wall bangs that they put down.
3v4 after an early first blood.
Yeah, use some teamwork still because now your bomb carrier is trying to be the aggressor. Sun is going to connect onto Hydra. Has to back on up to his team, reset the play.
Yeah.
But G2 and the man up don't need to do anything.
Yeah, and this is great from Kremp. Just keep sliding back and forth over through mid-street. Get a read if they're going to try to play through mid at all. Allow Nasty to continue to throw shoulders at B, and then you've got a little bit of a double setup over here on the backside at A. Hydra sneaking forward, close to a trophy. Easy putting some pressure over towards that small room, and that's going to lead to enough space to plant, give himself a chance at a 3v4.
Yeah, but G2 aren't going to rush this again. Thieves aren't going to commit on the bomb plant, so now time isn't going to be your best friend anymore. G2 already inside. They're just waiting potentially for this bomb to go down, but it doesn't, so they're going to commit with the gunny.
Yeah, you got trophy system here, so G2 are feeling pretty comfortable, but Neum, Hydra able to find a couple, leads it now just down to Nasty. 1v2 situation, has one in the corner, big win, but can't slip away. What a response from LA, and essentially was a 2v4. Play with some forward aggression over towards A this time around. Trophies should still be active, you would think, for both teams. Kremp takes a little bit of damage through mid. Scrap up to find first blood. Is there a trade here? Good follow-up stun from LA. Doesn't allow the trade to come out until eventually Nasty gets one back, but it's still 2v3 for Thieves.
Yeah, but now, again, another situation where you don't have to do anything extra. Trap them in torch showers, force you to get this bomb planted, and allow that time to be your best friend, because now everyone from LA has regrouped.
Neum hasn't seen anything as of yet. Now he's got a freebie. Nasty tagged down low. Help is on the way. More damage onto the second contestant. Skies will fall. Nasty has gotten himself out of dodge, but with 40 seconds on the clock and a 1v3, he would need to find one and get back, and that's not gonna happen. Clean shots from Neum.
I think Neum switched up his classes.
They're about to learn. Hydra first and forward. Kremp tagged up. Now you can commit. You know where everybody is. Nasty playing backside alley. Good validation of information as Hydra continues to lock this position down, but the bomb is not free enough to plant yet.
Yeah, you don't have any time to do anything else. You have to commit in this final 25 seconds at this bomb site and just hope that G2 are going to overextend a little bit, potentially for the first blood. Fantastic nade coming in from Abizi. Nasty thinks that someone's getting that bomb planted again. Another situation with Thieves had the numbers advantage 2v1.
Your bomb is down right now. Hold on a second. Envoy has a chance to clutch this. 1v2 situation with 10 seconds at the clock. First battle, not going to go his way. Get down, Mr. President. Piece of info they could possibly gather before making the right read, right decision. And now, a chance for Hydra to maybe get aggressive through mid. He's going to support the aggression at A at the same time. So yes, B is wide open, but this is by design. There's going to be a little bit of a battle here on the long side of the flank. Skies, oh, he's able to get the read, find the win. G2 are now set up in the post plan, but it's a 3v3.
He was able to get Envoy the bomb planter. 35 seconds. You know that they can be playing back towards the 18, but Kremp up close and personal does find one. 2v2.
He's able to clear out some of the space. Neum is very close to a Hellstorm. Nasty seen in the corner. Scrap pushing and not quite able to get through the line of sight of Skies. Neum now trapped, not quite able to find the Hellstorm. And G2, a good shutdown, not just on the Neum by playing through A. Nades over the top. Sky's going to play inside. Neum sniping this round. He's able to find Kremp and more information onto another, but the trade is immediately there. So 3v3, Bomb looking to get aggressive beyond that setup at A, and Skies is pushed off.
Yeah, there's no way in hell we're not going to waste any more time on getting this objective planted. Look at this spot from Hydra. Don't worry, guys. All of your flank is being covered, but now you got to retreat back to the team.
Here comes the retake attempt for G2 from the front. Lots of damage onto Envoy, but he's through. Skies maybe the next one to try to join. secondary follow-up there. Really good wall bang as Envoy's able to push off some of this post play. Now it's time to reclaim the showers. Trade is initially there. 2v2 situation. Hydra looking to get aggressive, but he has an M15. He makes good use of it for the first, but Skies has the response. Scrap versus Skies. 18 seconds on the clock. Scrap first shots the MVP. Not going to lose that one, and LA gets the map point.
It's just too easy when they're gathering that much information. But to start off that round with Liam hitting the snipe, gathering so much information that there's all out pressure on that side of the map. You don't waste any time on the opposite. Get it planted, and Hydra teaching us new things. This guy's flying. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Something about these NYSL players from back in the day, I'm telling you.
Bunch of weirdos. Someone in Treyarch just rolled their eyes, I promise you that. Oh my goodness. There, Kremp though, able to get at least one in response, but Thieves just running it down. Kremp already the last one left. Trying to peel around the corner, nowhere to go. And it's getting message
on their side of Dojo, but Liam and Scrap make the most of it. Now you have your teammates here for an all-out blitz through the front door, but a little bit of finesse coming into play now.
Nice angle right there from Liam, almost able to turn that into a second, but Asti able to get one trade back. Hydra able to follow up. The play still alive and well. Abizi able to follow, up and over, trying to get there was Scrap, but Cramps able to lock down the two, and the defense will hold strong.
And now if you are G2, take as much map control as you potentially can. And retrieve that EMP, start pushing it up through Dojo. Kremp potentially is going to be able to catch the sneak attack. Gets the first there on the Scrap, and just not going to be able to read Abizi through mid-cut, so everything gets stalled out.
Yeah, Kremp on 4 in a row, though, able to get the trade. Keep his life a little while longer. Envoy's win right there will allow him to potentially grab the EMP and follow behind this, and you've got help from Skies to make sure that pinch from Scrap stays safe. Nasty now trying to create the extra layer. That will work out as G2 get through the portal first.
Now if you are Thieves, you got to make a decision. Are we going to wrap back, or are we going to decide to push through? But Hydra and make 3 kills, it makes their decision very easy to be made. 3:30 still left on the game clock. We have yet to account for where Envoy is going to be located, because now his teammates are showing pressure over towards Dojo, and he also finds a kill.
Huge. Now it's just down to 1 defender. Can you find this? If you're VZ, no, Envoy's able to find the kill. There's going to be a second score here for G2 when they decide to put it through the goal. Trying to get themselves set up and move over towards the rooftops first, but kills.
That's just another sequence where you cannot allow that to go down if you are LA. You had to jump on him. The finesse game almost worked out, but it's Kremp popping Tate, and now Envoy still doing it on this side of the map. Great 7 seconds to potentially back them down. He also picks up the kill, and even finds the one coming off the respawn. Kremp and Envoy doing it all.
What are we talking about right now? G2 is running right through LA on every part of the map, and they're not done here. They've got him completely spawn tripped. Easy pick up, grab and go for Kremp, and we are gonna have a lightning fast first half. 4-0 G2. Will drop though, and that will lead to an opportunity here for LA to continue to play the trade. Fights until Skies has the final word, and will stay completely neutral through the middle of the map.
Yeah, you just want to make sure that you're taking care of the middle of the map, but it's Liam on the opposite, finding a double. It's the only thing none of his teammates retrieve that EMP. So you're going to have Kremp working on this long route. You have a lead blocker and Hydra already clearing out a lot of space over towards A. This is going to lead to a cap. LA get there first.
That's a bit of a miscue right there from G2 coming off the spawn towards B, feeling that they may be pressured through Dojo. Maybe
great opening kill there from Scrap. Big flank read there from Abizi. So you have a 4v2, but it's so difficult to just get past this wave of fights.
Yeah, and Envoy just continues to be a menace on the map. 23 and 14. Gets away with 2 before the Thieves can even jump across the rooftop. Skies will follow behind that. Hold on a second. You can follow this up if you're G2. Skies, lots of damage onto one more. Scrap low. Tries to throw a Semtex to slow down the play, but Skies has the EMP. Does he have enough support here to actually get through the goal, though? It just rushes it over. You got to find the trade, though, if you're Envoy. Able to secure it. Able to get to the EMP. And no! He's maybe an inch short. And look at the minimap. Thieves have full pressure over towards B.
Yeah, this is going to be an instant counter. The only player that could potentially stop them is going to be Kremp, but the relocation to just go through broken window, hit at mid, cut stalls out everything there for LA. You allow your teammates to not be back into play, and potentially the counter right in front of us. Scrap the only one that can stop them. You do nothing. G2 still up 4.
Playing into the garage, able to shut down one angle of approach towards this A zone. The follow-up of the EMP carrier is there, and with 1:20 on the clock, it's now or never for Thieves.
Yeah, this might be good enough to already call the game. G2 with all lob pressure have to play at their own pace. Another 3, make it 4 dead in the feed. Thieves spawning so far away, and we're gonna hit the dive to get score number 6. G2 will be able to extend it.
Bruised on the search and destroy, and then you come out and put a masterclass together on the Den Overload. exactly what the doctor ordered. They're trying to put together a reverse sweep versus the Thieves.
Yeah, the act of surprise almost caught LA off guard in that map #1, and you're probably not expecting G2 on a map where they have played it 5 times, only have won it once, to square up here with this one. But they've been putting in work, and it's showing. Only 30 seconds left. It's mathematically impossible for the Thieves to even think about a comeback. But we can try to get these guns a little bit more warmed up because no one is positive right now.
Yeah, this right here for G2 is not just a victory lap. This is one that's going to try to continually build a little bit of a mental edge as we look at map #4, which is, again, another repeat from yesterday from Thieves and that Falcons matchup. So G2, what a display here on Overload. In particular, the SMGs firing on all cylinders.
It's just way too much to handle if they're going to play like that. Kremp showing what he was like.
Spiral side, G2 over towards office. Let's get it going for map #4.
Tournament lives on the line right now for G2. How are they going to come out off of this break-off? Try to set the tone, and I love the game plan for both rosters. We're playing for the map control, and so far G2 doing better in the slaying. 3-2 in the trade fights, now we hop in the hill.
Yeah, really nice from Nasty. Good read, but doesn't trust it initially on where the spawns are coming through. Tosses nades and stuns instead. Now has the info that he needs. Cannot find the first gunfight window versus Hydra. Trent, an agent of disguise, able to find one. Good damage onto the second, and G2 never leave the hard point. Good opening time for Minnesota.
And with 20 seconds left, we're going to start thinking about new Nasty. The great spawn over towards fence line. Gets behind Neil. Nice secure the better side of the map. That's 3 dead off the roto. Final 10 seconds. Thieves know they have to haul ass all the way across the map because G2 are going to be ready and waiting.
Big moment here for Envoy and Nasty. Envoy will lose the first, and now it's holding on to Nasty. Big pistol win to come through. He's able to hold the spawns for just a little bit longer. LA able to work their way into the main lobby, though. Can you get a read? A little bit of wallbang tag coming through for Skies. Has to be careful of the Lambo explosion. The G2 are still spawning close. Can they get here to support on the hard point, though? That's the big question, as these are still waiting for the moment to strike.
Yeah, but they contest though it's back. Thankfully, Nasty catches that trade onto Hydra to allow his teammates to still be spawning over towards driveway. So that instantly gives you the advantage in these numbers, and Nasty having another stellar start here to start off this hard point. On 5 in a row, you give him this early hell, so you might as well start thinking about game 5.
Yeah, absolutely the case. Easy still holding in the corner. Scrap is low. Nades are going to come through. Needs to find 2 from the corner. Leaves Nasty by himself, essentially the hard point. But Sky's able to work his way in for 2. They know the last player is over towards Zig. And this has been flawless for G2. The fact that Nasty's still alive is going to feel like an absolute miracle. And with the last 10 seconds, pretty much a guarantee. Now we look to rotation through the middle of the map over towards fences.
Yeah, that potentially is a game-saving kill there from Hydra to just still contest at that old time and specifically find Nasty on that street. Your teammates are not going to be set up off the rotation, but still, G2 are already knocking at the front door. Everyone's applying pressure through top flat. The only one able to get a kill is Nasty, so that's all 4 dead, but spawn split.
Yeah, but Scrap's got the read. It's another slow start for him here in this hard point, but he's able to at least, again, get a read on what's happening on the map. Envoy stunned up, that makes that gunfight much easier. Thieves still in the time for now. G2 setting themselves up as they have Nasty working up top, the rest coming through well.
Nasty's going to play this one patient, but their pinch route player finds the opening kill, so everyone else knocking at the front door going to commit with the aggression, but they are not prepared for the crossfire set up there from LA. Final 20 seconds is looking to go their way, and they already have a player off the rotation as well.
Yeah, this is a tough moment in this map early for G2 in terms of decision making. With the time left, you don't just want to run away from the time, but you're also so late to rotation. Niam's still alive, almost able to find an opportunity to turn, but Kremp will keep checkers somewhat contested for now. Abizi trying to sniff it out, but can't find the kill. Scrap thinking about it. Pistol shots are out, but LA will win the rotation.
40's tags start getting invested over the top. The stun connects onto Scrap. He still gets the better of Envoy. Scrap's able to find a double. It keeps the numbers on their side, and now the MVP's on 5 in a row.
Could be finding himself a Hellstorm soon. Envoy topside, Lando taking a ton of damage. Reload is through LA.
Has 8 bullets.
Perfectly set up for this, but the trophy system falls. Envoy finds 2, that's your opener. Abizi trying to stall out the hit, but it's just too much to deal with G2 with the break.
Just attacks so good. It's only one trophy system that can stop everything coming through the sky. Just not able to connect onto Envoy. He opens up that break with the triple. Good chunk of time still to play with, and Hydra hitting the water out. Hopefully he's gonna make the big time play on this flank. That's kill number 2, can't find the final. This last 10 seconds is going to G2.
Yeah, that broke down in a way that I wouldn't think would have happened right there with the free route that Hydra had, plus the opening first blood from Abizi. It looked like that was going to be a guaranteed break for scrap time, but we'll exit the first rotation at about a 20-point game. Moving back over to Fountain. LA in first with some good high ground control window to window.
Yeah, this time around on the second set, we need LA to get this P2 to go their way. Gonna be down by 10. We're consistently trying to fight for this hallway control. It's all scattered, but Abizi with a perfect read. And throughout that entire process, he was able to pick up a Hellstorm. So Thieves are gonna be able to take the lead. And as long as they keep this side of the map, they're happy as hell.
Yeah, Hydra first layer over towards the office. Slows down the setup in the break attempt for G2. 30 seconds still left on this hard point, and we've got a lead swap. LA now in control. Abizi, 4 in a row again. Looking for Skies up. Oh my goodness! Little mini bounce off the wall will work. Hydra able to follow behind that. Can he get everything? Envoy is low. Hydra with the finish. And LA still controlling the map, but the rotation presence for G2 gives them a chance to get to P2 first.
Yeah, we got 2 kills. We gotta go. We gotta be the aggressors. Just everyone off the respawn already for G2. Have control of lobby. Krep is able to locate 3. No one takes the long route. And by the time you do, you're the last man standing. All 4 for Krep. I don't know if I like it.
We'll see how it works out. G2 just going to bunker up inside of Lambo. Skies and Nasty in the hill. Envoy trying to play over through Spiral. Spawns will move thanks to the presence out of the Hellstorm, but there are no eliminations off the backside of the street. Krep's able to get back in from the front. Nasty swapping between weapons, able to find the opener. Does he get a read that Hydra's playing this tight, this close? If he can find this kill, it would be massive for the effort. Damage is out, but Hydra's still going to win the gunfight. Spawns are still good for Thieves for now.
Yeah, that's just not a good sequence there for LA. You play Hacienda for not only this season, but even the last. We understand Hellstorms are impactful at P3s and P4s. Use it here at the P2, hoping that you can get yourself into the time, but you have yet to contest anything. Skies on 4 in a row. Get caught with the reload. You're going to give the final 5 seconds to LA, but that was a sequence that might cost them the game.
Yeah, but this is going to be interesting because Skies does still spawn out. Hardpoint not open until this exact moment. So Envoy's trying to get a read through fire. This is going to force this rotation all the way around through office, and G2 is fully aware of it. Trent's to find the first information. A little bit of damage, but Envoy drops. Nasty has to follow behind this. Able to find the opener. Good shot, plus the nade damage will convert, but the spawns are still mixing until Trent wins it out towards 10. G2 own the hill.
And now if you are LA, you have to go. We got to stop giving up all of this time. Need to find some kills. Quickly get over towards the hard point. Because there's only 30 seconds left. You give this up to G2, it's basically GG. Another kill feed lit up in white. G2 are not losing gunfights. They haven't been doing this since the beginning of the season, but they are just pulling away here on Hasi.
Good shots are Nasty for 1. Cramp to take his position, passing the baton between the SMGs. Able to get the win. This Cramp, the contest from the front is still in. 10 seconds remaining. LA not really able to get too much out of the scrap time, but will give them the default decision of playing for rotation. 180 to 99, do or die time for Thieves.
And we know always, Al, whenever you have this much of a lead, the leader's advantage is one hell of a thing. Skies is doing, taking his sweet time all the way up through fences. Thieves are thinking the pressure's gonna be all out through the front side of boat. Here comes Skies, he gets this kill, it would lead to a break.
Huge first kills though for Thieves. It gives them the luxury of being able to check this flank.
This is taking so long.
That's a very easy first 30 coming through. Skies eventually able to follow towards Checkers. Next for Truth to the side door, and it may have taken a while, but there's that leader's advantage you're talking about.
Yeah, it needs to be guaranteed. If that route's gonna take 25, 30 seconds to develop. Now there's still a good chunk of time here to play with Nat Rock. Final 30 seconds, G2 looking to try to soak this one up. They again are winning these trade fights. All out pressure from Thieves trying to knock at the front door, but there's only one player here that can test them. The M finds a double, but G2 breezes to it at point mark.
I'll tell you what, man, the NPCs are starting to really light things up now for G2. Nasty in particular, mostly on that SMG's up to 20 and 13 with a minute 20 in the hill. So 210 plays 121 before we consider a potential map 5.
If you are Krep, just keep on slaying, keep showing presence around these hallways. Not allowing Thieves to get fully set up. Just aren't giving them any breathing room. You're understanding where the pressure's coming in because your ARs are locking down these entryways. They only need 30 seconds to force game 5.
It's just been total map control for G2. Even in this moment, I love this from Krep. You lose 2 players up top, I can't stay alive. Let me just get out of the hard point and try to hit a route. Nasty gonna join him. First shots are in. That'll be setting up Nasty for the ability to follow. And this is just so good. Now it's just a hornet's nest. They're absolutely flying around the map. Our G2 chance to close things out as P2 is gonna be there.
And if you are LA, you have been able to get a B2 all throughout this game. And now the final 8 seconds of the P1, you know you have to run all the way across the map. We have to win gunfights that are gonna be extremely difficult to do so. G2 looking to close it out right here again at this P2.
Could be the last 20 seconds. Envoy will spawn up to help the defense of this hard point. Cramp, good read in the corner. Able to find the first damage out to PM. Guys able to follow behind that. And that will be likely the game-winning moment, but Scrap Scrap's able to find himself 2, not the 3rd. Last chance to beat by the way of Hydra, and I don't even know if he's even able to get there in time. No, not at all. Domination from G2. We're going 5. Not as free as it may feel. Here comes the G2 play over to Pit. Little bounce off, able to find the initial counter. Sweep an early 3v3, Scrap off the regen. Niam keeping him safe. Numbers for Thieves, but the pitch from Crep able to get this to a 2v2.
Oh, Crepinator starting to do it all. 2v2, 45 seconds. Going for the Eagle challenge to a BZ. Absolutely rips him. 2 HP in his dream. He stays alive, but it's up to the Rookie of the Year.
Niam's in a little bit of trouble. The smoke gives him some space to find maybe a little bit of space to work with. 30 seconds on the clock, bomb in hand. But this is a round that's going to take so much time. And he's been seen. Shots come through, and it's G2 with the opener. And how about Crep? He got all 4. Looking for first blood.
Spots out of BZ.
Huge.
That's going to force BZ to relocate his position to a different spot. They're still going to be committed to try to contest with the smoke grenade. And hopefully Crep is going to be ready. He's not a BZ with the first blood, but Envoy with the quick response.
Yeah, but he's a little bit stuck right now. Bombs get planted. Coming off the planet, Sky's able to find himself a little bit of an extra lease on life. But what does Hydra do from here? Oh, he takes shots. His position now known. Skies checks to make sure there's no early defuse. 3v2 for G2. Hydra and Scrap trying to work together to find any of these G2 post-plant defenders, but they can't find anybody yet. Nasty's now the next one to check. No one's on for the defuse. So G2 can continue to just kill time. Not a single shot has rang out in the last 30 seconds. And Hydra still not going to use the weapon. Now he's going to find himself too. Scrap finds the win over the top of the bomb site. How do they win that? Going to get aggressive with stuns to support this play, but a couple attacks come through. G2 have a good read on this and have stalled the play and now taking the map away.
Yeah, but G2 are trying to surround them. Crep this time with the first blood again. But all it is a distraction. G2 have flipped the map. Sky's holding down the repinch. He gets the better of Scrap, and he's just trying to finesse to at least allow his teammate back into the play, but it's a 2v2.
And this is when it gets into those 2v2 number situations where it's all about just sheer timing. And Envoy, a lot of damage onto Niam, but can't quite finish the kill to turn this into a numbers advantage for G2's defense. Take a breath. 40 from the clock. Onus is still on the Thieves to make a call.
You just can't really do anything from this rock position if you are LA. This is working out even better for G2 because he has a 2-2 split. And look how much space Envoy already takes, but they catch Nasty.
Find the first. Envoy looking for the 1v2. It's him versus Niam. No! The Rookie of the Year able to respond to the backside of the staircase. That's 2 in a row, Roach. Not this time. Looking to feel things out. Nasty gets a really easy first blood onto Scrap over on the top side of the staircase. That creates a lot of opportunity here for G2. They're still got a lot of focus through A Street, and you've got staircase control with Envoy there.
Yeah, these are going to try to make up for that numbers. Great stun connects on to Envoy for that trade. But a BZ in a one-on-one on the opposite side of the map gets the better of Crep. Everyone finding their one-on-ones, and Sky's left in a 1v3.
It falls apart so quickly. Sky's being chased, nowhere to go. And initially, when Scrap gets something to continue to move the narrative around and not allow Thieves to feel confident. Another quick hit over towards B, but there's no bomb here. This is a straight TDM push for Thieves. Looking to try to overwhelm the defender on the backside of the play, but here comes help from Crack. Able to find the first. Envoy gets the second. It's a bold call for Thieves, but the initial execution doesn't work out. There's no follow-up. Last one left is Hydra, and it's a bold call, but it comes up empty. I'm watching on an island over towards the back, and Scrap playing that same position, but nice shots from Crep for the trade 3v3.
Smoke grenade gets invested, so Crep just trying to stay alive. This entire time, Nasty scouting through the B site. And spot a single player from Thieves, trying to gather some information. And I don't even know if they saw a BZ on that cross, so gonna commit through mid.
Oh, Niam trying to follow on the same path he did the last time we were here defensively up that staircase control. Nasty in some trouble. Hydra's able to get 2, chasing down that play from G2, and Nasty being low gives LA a lot of confidence that they know they've got him pinned for at least a little while.
You can get Mr. Plumrich to get this one done for you. You're going to be happy as hell if you are G2. 30 seconds to go. Going to commit on the B palm plant, and do Thieves get here quick enough?
BZ can be the first one forward. Nasty gets out, but being chased, and he will not get away. What a play, taking a lot of damage and a stun. Nasty will clear out some more space through tunnel. Sky's able to find the first blood. Follow from Hydra again. Solid to get us to an early 3v3, but Nasty's still scaled deep towards the LA attack.
He's sitting at bottom pit. The bomb carrier's gonna be right around this corner. Chooses the timing, spots the dust coming off the ground, but has now lost track of him. Niam Takes care of nasty numbers for LA, but quickly a 2v2.
Under 30 to play. The A site is wide open. The BZ is just going to make sure the defense cannot get here to contest the plant. Instead, G2 will take the scenic route. Can they catch a BZ though? Try to play back over through mid-pit. Envoy the first one forward. BZ timing, not able to win the gunfight. Now it's just down to Hydra. 1v2. And he resets to the exact same spot that Abizi was just in. Would you double check this if you're G2? 25 in the clock. Hydra makes it good. Gonna get seen, gonna get dealt with. Big round for G2.
Just not still.
Yeah, G2 have to know that because they didn't challenge Pit that very well. Thieves could be here and they're able to find Scrap for first blood. Envoy to 4. Look at the follow-up again. Abizi trying to force it, but Kremp is there to support. Numbers stay with G2's attack. Proactivity on the map though from Hydra, giving it around the back. Shots are through, low health pool, you're able to find Neum. It's on to Hydra 1v3. He may find timing to get one for free. It is the bomb carrier, but Hydra can't slip away. We're tied at 4.
Just a slow and steady wins the race.
Story. Hydra looking to just send it straight on towards the site. G2, wow, what a read, Prep. Prone towards the bar, but it does not dissuade Hydra from planting. That's going to lead to a post plant, 3v4 for Thieves to work with.
Clock is going to be your best friend. G2 are looking to catch the playmaker, someone going on this route to make up for those numbers. They are soling out so much time, and the smoke grenade is only going to assist them.
It's going to force the hand of Thieves. Kremp will find himself on the board. Roll the fumble, but Neum almost able to put this round to bed. Now Nasty able to find the easy follow-up. It's just down to can they find a BZ, and yes, they can. G2, series point. The arena, I think, has all gone up about 20 to 30 beats. G2 onto the attack. Patience once again. Not giving anything away. Just a couple of feel-out nades. Nothing landing yet. Here we go.
Just trying to force the mind games as G2. But this is the guy that we need to watch. He's been the deciding factor for so many rounds for Minnesota. And he's going to be able to find the first blood.
Expects the second as well. Abizi's low, he will fall. Nasty finds the follow. It's just down to Neum. 1v4 situation, can you believe it? Not again.
No
Not
way.
for a second year. Neum in trouble, he will drop, and G2 have completed the reverse sweep.
What a series from G2. It's as simple as that. They had a 1-point difference in map number 1 where they were obviously thinking we should have closed that one out. You get ran over into search and destroy. You have to rely on the game mode that you were not able to have success ever since this roster was formed. But it's one map at a time. It is one
on the main stage for our post-game reaction.
I mean, I got somebody on the main stage who probably has a lot of words to say, everybody. Give it up for G2! As I got Kremp with me on the main stage. And Kremp, man, this is y'all first reverse sweep of the year. And to do it here at Champs, we've been calling you guys the dark horses all year long. And you guys showed up when it mattered. And there's so much to really kind of talk about here in this series. But you guys lose one of the most heartbreaking hard points that we've seen all year, get dominated at S&D, but you're going into that overload. What did you guys talk about in the break before you headed into map 3?
To be honest, we should have won map 1. I pulled out my knife. We just knew that they're low-key, like, they still felt like they're very beatable. It felt like it's still in our favor. The respawns weren't really close. Then going to map 3, we just kept the same energy and we just came out hot.
You guys came out really hot, especially to map 3. I mean, you guys ran it up there in the overload with multiple caps. Talk to me about how that kind of alleviated some pressure coming off your shoulders going into that map 4, because I know you guys did not want to have that same loss in another hard point. What went different in the map 4?
To be honest, we just need to see one go in. We won map 3. We should have won map 1 is what we're thinking. We're running them in the respawns. So we're going to map 4. We're like, bro, we got this shit, bro. Just play our game. Let's get in it, bro. Let's get in it.
And you guys got in it. Going to the map 5. All right, you know, 4-4 on the board. Before you guys go up there, what was the play call here towards the end? What was going in your guys' heads once you finally got up in there in the rounds and went 5-4?
Oh, the last round of the game?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I just said, I'm long right now. They missed their tags. Fuck it, I'm doing something. I ran up long. I don't give a fuck. Come on, bro.
And he did that, right? I mean, Crip, you guys are going to go play on Saturday, and you guys are starting to feel like the G2 that we've been waiting to see all season. Keep these fans hyped. What do you want to say to them as they get ready to come in here into the venue tomorrow? Because I think some of those red jerseys may flip to that G2 red going tomorrow.
I mean, bro, everyone bleed, bro, but they're going to get ran. We're going to keep getting hot. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love my team. Keep playing our game. Keep playing our game, man. I mean, bro, that was big for us, bro. Just a vibe of it. We're going to come out crazy tomorrow for sure.
You heard it here from Crip, everybody. They're coming out crazy, and Champs isn't over for G2 yet. Desk, let's take it away.
Just like that, the Thieves have been robbed of a chance at a world title. G2 is here, causing a massive player winning trophies for Rise Nation. He's been rocking behind the scenes for Minnesota for a while. Looney, welcome to the desk. Head coach, GM by nature. What are you doing these days, and how proud are you of these guys?
Very proud, obviously, to start there. I think a good bounce back out of us after we were losing, I think that's 5 maps straight or something like that, 4 off the Faze from yesterday. So proud of them for the overload, of course. I mean, LAT's been a strong overload team all year, and then kind of just told them going into the map 4s, our respawns look dominant. We obviously threw away that hardpoint Sake, so just to keep that up there. And the work paid off on Sake as well. It was getting a little sketchy, but glad the boys iced up.
It was getting a little sketchy.
It was, yeah.
That map 1, 250, 249, you guys have been in 3 of our 7 finishes where it is 250 to 249. What is that like as a coach behind the scenes?
It's nerve-wracking, of course. Going into a P2, obviously, we thought we had it. I think Byron took a chow off the front door, thought he should have. You two know, a setting got added mid-season where you can press to take your knife out.
Yeah,
And
auto kill.
everyone loves it because you can just, you move around the map so much. But it has literally costed us matches. Like, I'm not even kidding, online, where I've told
It cost you
players,
that
like,
map
yo,
right
we
there.
have to, find the balance of this setting.
Sure.
So, it costed us once again. I think Kyle was going through the alley P2. I'm just seeing knife out in a gunfight, and I'm just like, oh, no, it's going to end bad. But
It is what it is, but you guys lose by a point, right? You feel like you had the advantage. So talk to me, what's the discussion like after that game 2, where you're like, man, it could be 1-1 right now. What did you guys talk about in that break to come back? Because that overload, where they had every advantage in the world, you guys dominated them.
yeah, so going into the map 3, when I got on the headset, obviously they had a really good search against us, outplayed us, I think, with a couple situations.
Yeah.
I noticed it was more so just the confidence. It was a lot of asking questions. Do you guys want to retake this now? Should we wait? Should we this? So I kind of just came on the mic and said, listen, I don't want to hear questions at this point of the year, this point of the tournament. If you have a feeling like we should retake this bomb now, just do it. So I was like, overload's kind of the same thing, right? Like, are you going to wrap the ball? Are you going to ask questions? Like, no, if someone wants to wrap it, just say, let's wrap it, and we're going.
For
So
the
it's kinda just
ADHD
giving
folks
them-
out there, we got to start rolling some highlights. We're going to start
Yeah.
watching some search
They
and
were
destroy. But
committed.
keep talking me through this
No,
one.
yeah,
That's
so,
incredible.
like I said, going into that overload, it was just that, man. It just keep the guns hot. The hard points look so good. I just wanted the decision-making to be way more confident, and I knew that the reverse sweep was in the cards.
You guys
Even
had
though it's our first
confidence
one.
after the first round here. We saw an ace from Kremp, which I'm sure we'll relive. But then it looked like Thieves were taking the lead. 3-1 at this point in the game. Is it always Kremp that bails you out in these search and destroys? What turns around for this G2 squad?
Honestly, this year, obviously he's been our bailout. I think the addition of Dill and just some of the calls he's making and the reads he's making. I always liked coaching S&D players that kind of, they played before. Midway into an S&D, the adaption's coming. Like, it's all about adapting. What have they done? What have they done that's worked? What have they haven't? What are they going to throw at us? So I think we just kind of stayed confident through that little comeback we had and iced up ultimately at the end.
Yeah, and the way you guys adapted was fantastic right there. I mean, you guys were getting early bloods almost every single round, and you weren't able to convert those early rounds. There was some 2v2s. You bomb down, 2v4s that LGs were clutching up. I don't even know if they were clutching up. I think you guys were kind of just choking it, throwing it away. But at the end of the game, you finally adapted, were able to close out those rounds. You have to give a lot of love to the sub-duo. Krep and Dylan Envoy were making so many plays, so many first bloods, and so many clutch ups in the late round of S&D right there.
Dude, you just sent the team that won Major 3 and was in the grand finals of Major 4 packing here on day 2. A massive upset. And I have a feeling it all started with this play. It's our scuff play of the match. Let's take a look at Kremp the ace, and it all starts with a 1v1 against a BZ, a little bit windy here. Walk me through this play.
The kid just knows how to play Black Ops 7. That first kill, he just wall bouncing. The guy thinks he's dropping. He's up high. This gunfight was unreal. And then I think we got a good spot on Neum at the very end, so we kind of knew he was there. But it's just the playmaking, man.
To put that into perspective, the fact that he won that third gunfight, he won it versus a BZ, one of the straightest, if not the straightest shooter in Call of Duty history. So the fact that Kremp is shooting like this is very scary for all the other teams still left in the tournament.
And Luli, let me ask you, because Kremp was coming off of a pretty bad performance at the last major. What did you guys work on to get his confidence back? Because a 1.22 against the champs who have been unbelievable, how is he able to do this?
Exactly that, man. I think after Major 4, he was hard on himself. You know how you are as a player. You know when you not playing to your standards. So I told obviously you know him, .zip, our analyst, team manager, I was like, listen, man, these 2 weeks of practice we have, let's just feed Kyle confidence.
Can I ask
non-stop confidence?
One final question. We got to be moving on to the winners bracket after this, but it is such a story for me that Scrap earns MVP back-to-back regular seasons. You just made the man go -27, I believe.
Been worse.
Something ridiculous, a 0.6 in this series against you. Are you able to shut down Scrap? If
I'm not
so,
gonna say
how
that.
did you guys do it?
Based on the knowledge I had, I think the PC stopped him. I know he was having issues about a PC, so shout out that PC. I mean,
shout out to technology. It failed Scrap today, but G2 gets the win. Looney, we'll let you go celebrate with the squad. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. G2 is powering through the bracket, and so are we. When we come back, we're moving to the top half. Who is moving in to our winners final? Optic versus Gentlemates and Falcons versus Faze in the second half of day 2.